ignoring the opening dua before the salah or after the salah begins, before the recitation of the Fatiha. So the dua that is recited after you say Allahu Akbar, and that dua, Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik wa tabarak ismuk wa ta'ala jadduk wa la ilaha ghayruk. And then there are other du'as. Now ignoring this dua in and of itself and just starting Allahu Akbar and continuing with the salah. Again, this is an error in and of itself. Why? Because number one, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so this is a hadith narrated in Sahih Muslim, where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam always used to start his salah with the takbir, and then the narration continues that he would also start it with some type of dua or some type of adhkar. Now the question here is, what if you don't recite the dua? Is the salah still valid? The answer is yes, but again you lose a tremendous amount of reward because of this. According to one narration, the reward for saying that dua after the takbir before the Fatiha is Jannah, and you can enter in any bab or any door that you wish of the Jannah itself. Next error is not raising the hand for the takbiratul ihram. Now raising the hands in salah, no one knows what the wisdom is behind it. How do you raise your hand in salah? Very simple. The Prophet ﷺ indicated to us that when you raise your hands, try not to keep your fingers spread apart, but try to keep them together. And do it with a little bit of sakina, a little bit of tranquility and ease and comfort. Don't do what some people they do, and they really keep their fingers tight. So you don't want to do that. Be very calm, be very relaxed. Your fingers are together. Next error is not shaking the tongue when reciting Surah Al-Fatiha or any of the adhkar in salah. Listen to this again. Not moving the tongue or the lips in Surah Al-Fatiha or any of the Quran and adhkar or remembrance during the salah. According to the majority, when I say majority, this is including all the four madhahib, that this person who does this, their salah becomes invalid. Their salah becomes batil and invalid for doing that. Because the Prophet ﷺ told us that this is one of the ways that indicates a person involved in some kind of adhkar and remembrance and recitation of the Quran itself. So this is one of your strongest indications, is that you should do this. And now even when you go into the ruku', same idea. Subhana Rabbil Azim. And you don't have to say it out loud, of course, but you want to at least make sure that your lips are moving. Third point when it comes to this. Suppose that you're praying Maghrib or Isha or Fajr, the salahs that are recited out loud. And suppose you recite them quietly to yourself. What is the smallest amount of qudra or volume in your recitation that's permitted for it to be valid? Now here scholars have a difference of opinion. You know, Imam Abu Hanifa has something, Imam Shafi'i has something else. Imam Abu Hanifa says that it is permissible for you to pray and just to simply move your lips, even if you can't hear yourself. As long as you're just moving your lips, some action is happening with your lips, it's fine. Imam Shafi'i, and if I remember correctly, Imam Malik as well, they said that just simply moving your lips is not enough. What you need to do is you also need to be able to hear yourself. So if you're praying Fajr, and let's say, you know, somebody's sleeping there or children are asleep, so you don't want to disturb them, so you decide to pray quietly to yourself, the least you should do is you should be able to recite quietly enough that you can hear yourself. And that is the minimum according to the jumhur or the majority of ulama. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.